Hi, everybody. My name is Bob Courtney, and this is my Unit 4 discussion board video. Um, what we're going to kind of go over is the do's and don'ts of giving a test and taking a test. And we'll also go over some things to make sure that the assessment or test is being done correctly and with accuracy. One of the first things that I always want to do when I create a test for somebody in a job or anything else is to make sure the instructions and the expectations are clear. Um, there's nothing worse than sitting down to do a test and you can't figure out what it's about and how to do it. So always make clear guidelines and let them demonstrate their knowledge rather than having to try to figure out the right answer or if it's a trick question or so forth. Um, you can also give them a mixture of questions, multiple choice, short answers, short essay. Um, Sometimes you can even give the same question in three different ways just to make sure you get the same answer. So that's a good thing to do. Also, the last thing on my do list is always set reasonable time limits if it's a time test. There's nothing worse than having to sit down and stress about a time test and there's not enough time. So make sure there's plenty of time for your students or employees or whoever to have time to do the test and use their knowledge um, to give you their answers. Um, One of the don'ts that I look at is don't overemphasize them memorizing for a test. Let them take a test and use their understanding and thinking to get the answers. Nothing worse than giving a test to somebody that they've studied for a week or two, and the next thing you know, 3 weeks from there, they've totally forgot what they were doing. So, don't put a lot of pressure on them. Let them know what it's going to be about, and let them use their knowledge to take the test. And then you can always, on the positive note to begin with, though, you can always give that test again, say in 3 to 6 months, and just see what they remember and what they've learned since that time. Um, One of the things about tests and assessments, you always want to make sure that they're valid, reliable, and they've got a rigor of assessment to the test to make it crucial for accurate results. Um, to be valid, again, make sure that it's clear, make sure the purpose of the assessment is understood, and you want to make sure they know why and what you're looking for. To be reliable, um, test reliability by accessing whether the individual's responses remain consistent over time. So you can give that test again, like I said, in 3 to 6 months maybe, and see if their answers are still the same, or they've learned something, or maybe they've taken off on the wrong path. Also, during the test, you can give it, like I said, the same question and a couple of different answers, or a different couple of different ways. Like, see, maybe you could do a multiple choice, and then do an essay and see if it comes out the same form. And the last thing is the rigor of the test. Um, Give them questions that challenges their thinking and accesses their higher learning skills. Um, Remember, an assessment, the best impact is on their learning outcomes. So remember, a well-designed assessment balances how valid it is, how reliable it is, and how rigor the results are. Um, and that's pretty much it. That would be my Unit 4 discussion board, and I hope it works for you. Thank you.